All right, welcome back, everyone. Today, we are diving straight into something really special. We're going to bypass all that broad, general tournament context for the 2026 World Cup and drop you right down onto the pitch for an absolutely legendary bronze final. We're actually building this entire explainer around just a few fleeting seconds of audio. Why? Well, because we want to uncover the incredible story hidden inside a single football micro moment.
So, picture this. You've got France, you've got England. These are two absolute heavyweights of world football, right? Whenever these two nations step onto the pitch, that historic rivalry brings just immense stakes. But colliding in a bronze final, where pride, legacy, and a podium finish are literally all on the line, well, that sets the stage for something massive.
10. Just take a second to let that number really sink in. In the context of modern knockout stage football, a combined goal count of 10 is staggering. It's almost unheard of. It tells us immediately that any traditional defensive playbooks were just completely thrown out the window in favor of relentless, chaotic, all-out attack. And here's exactly how that 10 breaks down. France 4, England 6. Think about the emotional whiplash of this fixture. Normally, scoring 4 goals on the world stage guarantees you a pretty comfortable victory. But to do that and still lose to an opponent who remarkably puts away 6, that perfectly captures just how absolutely wild this bronze final really was. So how do we even begin to wrap our heads around a match this explosive? Well, to truly grasp the intensity of a 10-goal thriller, we aren't going to just sit here and watch a 90-minute highlight reel. Instead, we're doing something a lot more focused. We're going to take a single, fleeting piece of commentary, just an 8-word micro moment, and put it straight under the microscope. By isolating this tiny little fragment of the broadcast, we can uncover the raw emotion, the insane speed of the game, and the sheer shock of what unfolded on that pitch. Listen to this exact transcript from the live broadcast. Brilliant pass into Saka? Oh, it's 4. Notice the total lack of punctuation there. It's just this continuous, frantic stream of consciousness. It starts with technical excellence, a brilliant pass, but the true marvel here, the real focus, is Saka's technique on the receiving end. For the commentator to erupt into pure astonishment that quickly, Saka had to control the ball, position his body, and finish with this clinical, lightning-fast precision before the guy could even finish his sentence. When we stretch this rapid audio clip out onto a timeline, the tension is just incredible. At 0 seconds, you have the setup.
Brilliant pass.
By 1 second, the target.
Into Saka.
And right here, in literally a fraction of a second, Saka executes an absolute masterclass in goal-scoring technique. He kills the ball's momentum perfectly and strikes. Instantly, at 2 seconds, we hit the climax.
Oh, it's full.
The tension builds and resolves in the blink of an eye. Now, what this brilliantly illustrates is a profound sense of dramatic irony. Just look at those final words, it's 4. We already know England ultimately scored 6, right? So there is this fascinating discrepancy happening. The commentator is absolutely losing his mind over a 4th goal, completely unaware that this incredible offensive display was still far from over. It traps us in this tiny moment of history where the impossible was happening, and yet there was somehow still so much more to come. Which brings up a really compelling question. Was this specific goal, the one that made it 4, the definitive strike that just completely broke France's spirit? Or was it simply one rhythmic piece of England's historic 6-goal haul? We're playing with the suspense of that exact moment. When Saka executes that brilliant finish and the commentator shouts, "It's 4," you really have to wonder what it felt like for the opposition. Did the floodgates open right here? Or was this just a symptom of a match that was destined to defy all defensive logic from the very first whistle? So, consolidating everything we've broken down today, we can extract some really incredible data from this electrifying snapshot. The event? The 2026 bronze final. The result? An unbelievable 4-6 finish. And right at the center of our micro moment, Bukayo Saka, combining a brilliant pass with this lethal, instantaneous goal-scoring technique that left the entire commentary booth in pure astonishment. It is honestly amazing how much narrative and factual data we can pull from a simple 8-word sentence. So what does this explosive 10-goal match actually tell us about the fiercely attacking nature of the 2026 tournament? If a bronze final, which historically is a very tense, cagey affair, can erupt into a 4-6 shootout, it speaks volumes about the sheer offensive talent showcased on that world stage. We looked at just one micro moment, just one brilliant finish from Saka, but it echoes the drama of an entire tournament. How will moments like this shape the tactical legacy of the sport going forward? Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and remember to always keep asking questions about the moments that make history. Catch you next time.